New names for old ways, it's still all the same. Thank you for tuning in today. This is brought to you by Get a Goat and Go. Please help me with the YouTube algorithm and smash that like button. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. Thanks, and please enjoy this presentation. A generational agroforestry system centered around goats can create a resilient, self-sustaining ecosystem that benefits both the land and future generations. Here's a structured approach to developing your plan. Phase 1. Initial land preparation and water management. Permaculture water storage. Implement swales, berms, and ponds to capture runoff and recharge groundwater. Consider rain gardens and roof water catchment systems. Soil regeneration. Use rotational grazing with goats to naturally fertilize and aerate the soil. Erosion control. Plant deep-rooted perennials and cover crops to stabilize the land. Phase 2. Establishing the agroforestry layers. 3-tier canopy system. Upper layer. Tall nut and fruit trees like chestnut, walnut, and pecan. Middle layer. Shrubs and smaller fruit trees, such as hazelnut, elderberry, and persimmon. Lower layer. Ground cover plants like clover, medicinal herbs, and nitrogen-fixing species. Perennial plants and trees. Integrate species that provide fodder for goats, such as willow, mulberry, and tree hay. Phase 3. Integrating aquaculture and holistic farming. Aquaculture systems. Combine fish farming with plant filtration to create a closed-loop system. Consider integrated multi-trophic aquaculture, IMTA, for nutrient cycling. Holistic farming practices. Use regenerative grazing, composting, and biodynamic soil amendments to enhance biodiversity. Phase 4. Long-term sustainability and generational growth. Goat management. Develop a breeding program that maintains genetic diversity and resilience. Community and education. Establish workshops and training programs to pass knowledge to future generations. Economic viability. Explore value-added products like goat cheese, fiber, and agroforestry-based crops. Swales, which are an essential part of permaculture water management. Swales are shallow, broad, and vegetated channels designed to slow, capture, and infiltrate water runoff into the soil, preventing erosion and improving groundwater recharge. How to create a swale. 1. Identify the contour line. Swales should be dug on contour, meaning they follow the natural elevation of the land to evenly distribute water. 2. Dig a shallow trench. The trench should be wide and gently sloped, not deep like a ditch. A typical swale is 1 to 2 feet deep and several feet wide. 3. Build a berm. The soil excavated from the trench is piled downhill to create a berm, which helps slow water flow and allows infiltration. 4. Add organic matter. Fill the swale with mulch, gravel, or logs to improve water absorption and prevent erosion. 5. Plant vegetation. Choose deep-rooted perennials and nitrogen-fixing plants to stabilize the soil and enhance fertility. Creating a network of interconnected ponds that mimics natural ecosystems can enhance fish aquaculture, aquatic plant health, and wildlife diversity. Here's how you can design a self-sustaining system. 1. Pond connectivity and water flow. Gravity-fed system. Arrange ponds at different elevations so water naturally flows from one to another. Swales and channels. Use shallow, vegetated channels to direct runoff between ponds while filtering sediments. Overflow structures. Install rockline spillways or small dams to control water movement and prevent erosion. 2. Fish aquaculture integration. Species selection. Choose fish that thrive in low-maintenance ecosystems, such as tilapia, catfish, or trout. Multi-trophic aquaculture. Introduce filter feeding species like mussels or shrimp to clean water and cycle nutrients. Natural feeding. Encourage plankton growth by adding organic matter and aquatic plants. 3. Beneficial aquatic plants. Floating plants. Duckweed and water hyacinth provide shade and oxygen. Submerged plants. Hornwort and eelgrass improve water quality and shelter fish. Marginal plants. Cattails and bulrushes stabilize banks and filter pollutants. 4. Wildlife benefits. Amphibians and birds. Frogs, dragonflies, and waterfowl thrive in diverse pond habitats. Pollinator zones. Plant nectar-rich flowers near ponds to attract bees and butterflies. Shelter and nesting areas. Logs, rocks, and islands create safe spaces for aquatic and terrestrial wildlife. Integrating rain gardens and roof water catchment systems into your agroforestry plan can significantly enhance water conservation, soil health, and biodiversity. Here's how you can make the most of these systems. 1. Rain garden for water filtration and soil health. Purpose. Rain gardens are shallow, planted depressions that capture and filter runoff from roofs, driveways, and other surfaces. Design. Place them downhill from runoff sources to slow water flow. Use deep-rooted native plants to absorb excess moisture and prevent erosion. Layer with gravel and organic matter to improve infiltration. Benefits. Reduces flooding and erosion. Improves groundwater recharge. Creates habitat for pollinators and beneficial insects. 2. Roof water catchment systems. Gutters and downspouts. Direct rainwater into storage tanks, ponds, or rain gardens. First flush diverters. Remove initial debris and contaminants before water enters storage. Storage options. Rain barrels for small-scale collection. Cistern for larger water reserves. Living swimming pools that double as wildlife habitats and aquaculture systems. 3. Living swimming pools for water storage and biodiversity. Natural filtration. Use aquatic plants and biofilters instead of chlorine. Wildlife integration. Encourage frogs, fish, and beneficial insects to create a balanced ecosystem. Multi-use system. Can serve as irrigation storage, aquaculture, and recreation. Some powerful regenerative techniques. Combining rotational grazing, biochar, and Terra preta indio with multi-species grazing can create a self-sustaining, parasite-resistant ecosystem. Here's how it all comes together. 1. Rotational grazing and soil regeneration. Purpose. Rotational grazing prevents overgrazing, improves soil health, and enhances biodiversity. Biochar integration. Biochar, inspired by Terra preta indio, boosts soil fertility by retaining nutrients, improving microbial life, and increasing water retention. Goats as soil aerators. Their hooves naturally break up compacted soil, improving aeration and nutrient cycling. 2. Terra preta indio and holistic pasturing. Ancient soil wisdom. Terra preta, found in the Amazon, is rich in biochar and organic matter, making it highly fertile and long-lasting. Application. Mixing biochar, compost, and manure into grazing areas mimics Terra preta, creating nutrient-dense pastures. 3. Multi-species grazing and parasite prevention. Parasite disruption. Different species consume different plants, breaking parasite life cycles. Goats and cattle. Cattle don't host goat parasites, reducing parasite transmission. Leader-follower grazing. Grazing cattle first removes parasite-laden forage before goats and sheep enter. Thank you. This is a conclusion of Part 1.